Let's go to Dave Rodman, right here. Raise your hand, Dave.
Yeah, Dave Rodman, NASCAR.com. I've got a couple, but I'll start with Kyle. From a relative sense, last night, Owners Championship for your own truck team. Tonight, big part of winning an Owners Championship for JGR. And tomorrow, again, you've got a chance to win a race, help a teammate. Relatively speaking, talk about what each of those means and would mean.
I mean, it's a big deal for myself and what happened last night. Being able to win the Owners Championship in our first year out in the Truck Series. I mean, it's a lesser series, or it might be a stepping stone, but it's still a big deal for us and what all we've gone through as a team, myself and Rick Wren and Eric Phillips and all those guys. But to come out here tonight and to work with Jason Ratcliffe all this time and to win as many races as we have this year and to do it in such a dominating fashion, I only look to my guy on the far right and say, why didn't we run the whole year? But, better...
Far right or like near right?
No, far right. Better things have come of it. Us being solidly in the chase and having a consistent year over there, and being in position to help a teammate to win the championship. So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow, and hopefully coming out of here with a JGR Kyle Busch affiliated weekend, I guess you'd say.
For Coach, this is Kyle's 24th victory across the three National Series. It's a record performance. Look back in your experience with different athletes and what this athletically, emotionally, inspirationally for the organization. What does this season that Kyle Busch has had mean?
Well, I think some people, we all, probably a lot of us want to race cars or play football or something, but only a few guys are gifted enough to do it. And I think Kyle has that gift, and it's a thrill being around guys like that, has a passion for it also. And so, it's a thrill for us to be a part of it. And obviously, this series, like I said, the fans and everybody that tune into this is a huge deal for us to be a part of motorsports. We love it. Our family, really. JD and all of us, Coy, everybody back home. We love motorsports. We love racing. We want to be in it forever, and hopefully, we can do that. And I think they'll be in it a little bit longer than I will be. But it's a thrill for us to be a part of it. And one thing I left out front, too, is Toyota. I really want to make sure the partnership there and what they've done for us, we couldn't be up here if it wasn't for Toyota. I really appreciate them.
And finally to JD, someone asked me this week, what does this Owners Championship really mean? Does the average fan care about it? But from the organization's perspective, I think Kerry put into, what your organization has actually achieved. So from the organization's perspective, what does this another Owners Championship mean for you moving forward?
Yeah, we really didn't. Our first Owners Championship really was 2 years ago. We won, and I was. What it is just a testament to all the guys back at the shop. Even though we don't have one driver running every race and going for the driver's piece, the owner's piece just gave those guys just a notch, for them to say, hey, we were the best this year. We prepared the cars the best, the motors, every aspect. And it was really kind of gratifying to see your team really appreciate it and enjoy it. And that probably meant the most. They kind of, to watch those guys really make a big deal of it. And so that makes me feel good. I know this time, same thing around. It's a big deal, and all those guys are celebrating right now.
Is it a good sales tool for you to go and say, we're a championship?
Yeah, no, I think, in every series right now of our sport, hey, you have to perform, A, to survive, and B, to get partners with you. And I think that's really helped out on the nationwide side. We have performed. We have some great partners that have been with us for many years, and hopefully for many more to come. And it's kind of a different partner than you'll get sometimes on the Cup side, which is it plays off each other really well, kind of what each corporation gets from the nationwide series versus the Cup.
Let's go over here to Dwight, and then we'll move over to Al.
Dwight Rum, RaceTake.com. Kyle, your thoughts on deja vu moments. Do your wins ever kind of blend together in your mind?
A little bit, yeah, actually. Sometimes you forget how you won one, or when you win, like this weekend. I won the Nationwide Series race last year, and I won it this year, and I'll have to remember which year was which the first time I did it was racing Carl really hard and him being right on my butt, and then this year it was Harvick and racing him. So sometimes they do.
Let's go over here to Jim Utter. Excuse me, Al Pierce. Al Pierce has one first.
Yeah, Kyle or Jason, either one. Al Pierce from Auto Week. The TV guys ask y'all whether winning the race was the top priority or protecting the championship. I think you said if you do one, you do the other. Was that the approach coming in? If we win the race, the championship takes care of itself? Or was there one specific goal a little bit higher than the other?
No, well, as you said, if you win the races, you're going to take care of the championship. But they were both very important. Obviously, every week we go out, all 35 races, and our number one goal is to win the race. And it was no different this week. But at the same time, that's definitely something you're thinking about. Tonight we were watching where that 22 car was running. We were watching did he lead a lap, and we were calculating points and trying to keep up with it. But our number one goal was to go. We knew if we went out and won the race, like you said, it was gonna take care of itself. So we focused on that all week. Bringing a good car down here that Kyle could go out and lead a lot of laps with, and we were able to do that.
Question here from, Jim.
Jim Utter, Show Observer. Kyle, 2 races. You won 2 races. You played a part in winning 2 championships. How much of what you have accomplished this weekend with Joe Gibbs Racing kind of inspires you to go after the one that you're missing?
It inspires you an awful lot, and it's just unfortunate circumstances kind of have us locked out of being in contention for that championship, the biggest one. But I think it's still pretty cool the way that I've had the opportunity to go out this year and race as many times as I've been able to race, and to win as often as I've been able to do that as well is just it's a great testament to the people I'm surrounded with Jason, with Rick, with the Gibbs family, and everybody that's helped me. So next year, we wanted to do it this year, and we fell behind too early. So all we can do is build towards next year and what we're doing. And for Dave Rogers and myself working together for our first year in a Cup Series, I feel like we've come a long ways. I feel like we've done a lot of things that we really didn't expect to do. We only won 3 races maybe, but we were a lot more consistent. We had a lot of good finishes. We had a lot of good runs that maybe we could have finished a little bit better, in which we didn't. So I feel like that was just something to build upon and go on into next year with a stronger feeling and a better relationship with Dave, and a better relationship with Dave that he has with Mike and Zippy, so we can all work together again to get all 3 Gibbs cars in a chase and hammer out another championship, hopefully.
Other questions? Okay, congratulations to Joe Gibbs Racing. Congratulations to the number 18 car, and good luck tomorrow for Joe Gibbs Racing.